Ever wondered why Galapagos tortoises are so slow? Could it be they've learnt the art of taking life one step at a time? Or perhaps they're just really into Tai Chi. Let me introduce you to these fascinating creatures. They're the Galapagos tortoises, the world's slowest party animals. You know, the ones that show up late to every event but still manage to be the life of the party. They are like the grandpas and grandmas of the animal kingdom, full of wisdom and experience, and a dash of that classic tortoise sass. These guys are big, I mean really big. Imagine a minivan but with legs and a shell. They roam around the Galapagos Islands taking their sweet time because why rush, right? Their behavior is intriguing to say the least. They're like the introverts at a social gathering doing their own thing, ignoring the hustle and bustle around them. They got their headphones on, jamming to the rhythm of their own slow beat. So, if you think your life is slow, think about these tortoises. They've basically turned slow and steady into a lifestyle. Now, let's dive into some fun and interesting facts about these gentle giants. Trust me, they're more than just a hard shell. Let's kick things off with a survival fact that would make Bear Grylls green with envy. Did you know that Galapagos tortoises can survive without food or water for up to a year? Yes, that's right, a year. While we're here panicking if we miss lunch, these chill dudes are like, food, water, who needs it? Next up, let's talk about their impressive lifespan. These tortoises are like the Methuselahs of the animal kingdom. Some of them live well past 100 years, with the oldest recorded one reaching the ripe old age of 182. Now that's a lot of birthday candles to blow out. Moving on to their unique shell shape. It's like the tortoise version of a penthouse suite. These shells are not only their protection, but also a fantastic sun shield and a rain collector. Talk about a multi-purpose home. It's like they've got their own mobile, all-inclusive resort. Now you might be thinking, okay, they're old, they're durable, and they've got funky shells. So what? Well, these tortoises are also key players in their ecosystem. They're like the gardeners of the Galapagos, spreading seeds far and wide with their natural fertilizer. So next time you're enjoying the lush greenery of the Galapagos Islands, remember to thank a tortoise for their contributions. But here's the kicker, folks. Even with all these superpowers, these humble tortoises don't let it get to their heads. They just keep on plodding along, carrying their homes on their backs, living their best tortoise life. So, if you ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, remember these tortoises literally carry their home on theirs. Before we wrap up, I have a hilarious Galapagos tortoise joke for you. Ready? Here's the thing about Galapagos tortoises. They're slow, I mean really slow, and they're notorious for their measured pace and unhurried attitude. So let's imagine a scenario where a Galapagos tortoise decides to join the digital age. Picture this. A Galapagos tortoise walks into a tech store. He slithers up to the counter, his tiny tortoise eyes twinkling with curiosity. He looks at the salesman and says, "I'd like to buy a cell phone, please." The salesman, trying to contain his surprise, asks, "Sure, but aren't you afraid you'll drop it and crack your shell?" The tortoise, without missing a beat, retorts, "Nah, I've got a built-in case." And here's your punchline, folks. Why don't Galapagos tortoises use cell phones? Because they're afraid they'll get a shell shock. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. Remember, in the wise words of a Galapagos tortoise, take life slow and steady.